Good morning, Prof, and welcome to Agenda.
Good morning, Danny. Thanks for having me today.
All right, well, you're the perfect person to to be on the show, no? Because you did your PhD in Japan, of all places. Of course, I wanted to, you come off of the heels of another professor from, a pol sci professor, of course, from UE, Professor De Torres, who said, or he at least concurred with PBBM, saying that we need these types of visits, no? This on the heels of some criticism that he's been traveling too much. Can you agree with this statement that this is a very fruitful visit to Japan? It's something that the president needs to be doing continuously.
I think yes, no, I do agree that these kinds of state visits are very important. The symbolic aspect of state visit is actually very crucial, no? Because it somehow affirms our alliance and it strengthens our friendship with another state. And again, since I am actually a migration scholar, you know, so I would say that this is a great opportunity for the president to physically face the Filipino community, the Filipino migrant community, and to make them feel that his government is taking care of them, and you know, to make them feel that the government will do everything it can to protect them and support them, and most importantly, make them feel that their loved ones in the Philippines are also under the care and protection of the government. No? So I think it is symbolic, but indeed it's very important. And I would say a state visit like this in Japan is actually very reasonable.
I'd love to touch on that, no, your specific expertise, because this is not just a matter of getting money, a matter of getting investments done, but like you mentioned, taking care of our own people who happen to be in Japan. Give us an idea, of course, of your studies. How are the Filipinos there doing after many, many years of bilateral ties and agreements? What types of jobs? Are there higher skilled jobs now? Are there a lot of education opportunities that you were able to tap as well? Give us an idea of how many Filipinos are in Japan and what is their life like there?
Well, there are around 130,000 Filipinos in Japan. It's actually the fourth largest group of foreign community, no? After Chinese, I think South Korea, Vietnam. So we're the fourth. No, historically, of course, if you can recall, in the 1980s, we have actually sent a lot of entertainers in Japan. So in the 1980s, the Filipino community was dominated by our kababayans who were actually the so-called Japayuki. No?
Correct.
And that has various implications on our migration dynamics. No, primarily because syempre, no, a lot of them are after 1995, kasi they were actually they already repatriated, and the administration of GMA naman somehow revitalized this migration channel because of, or through the so-called JPEPA. So we were able to forge that agreement with Japan. It's a mega treaty, Japan-Philippine Economic Partnership Agreement.
Okay.
And through this treaty, we were able to send nurses and caregivers to Japan.
Okay.
So it's actually good that we were able to open their labor market, especially for the healthcare sector. No. And now we can say that the composition of migrants are more diverse.
Okay.
We have high-skilled workers. We have professional workers, engineers, nurses, caregivers. But we also have a lot of factory workers. We also have those who are they are JFCs, or Japanese Filipino children, and some are also Filipinos with Japanese blood. We call them the descendants, or the Nikkei gene. So the composition is more diverse, and of course it's more challenging na, no, for the government to really manage this migration channel. But what is interesting is that Japan is now, more open to foreigners, because historically, Japan was really not comfortable entertaining or accommodating foreign workers.
Okay.
But recently, through several policy changes, and of course, this is because of the demographic problem in Japan. It's an aging society. It's actually a society. They are having demographic problem, shrinking population. They need workers. They need workers who will be manning their industries. So it's important that they prioritize the immigration policy. And now I think the Japanese government has already been liberalizing it. No? So we are expecting more opportunities for our kababayans, for our OFWs. And it's also possible that Japan will accommodate more Filipino workers. I think this is also a part of the agenda of the president.